Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody out there on Twitch and YouTube. Let's try it again. Regardless of where you are in the world or what time of day it is for you, hope you're doing exceptionally well. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be here. I'm sorry that I was a minute behind this morning. I know I've been saying that a lot in the last little while. Mornings have just been kind of a train wreck. We've been trying to figure out how to get kids and everybody all ready. You know, we got kids going to school and then trying to get the other two in the car and doing all that stuff. I try not to be in the way and try to be helpful, and I also haven't been waking up on time the last couple days, so last couple streams, I should say. So, but yeah, good morning. Looks like we got Zumbito, King of Arrogance, and Ryan, of course. Good to see you guys this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Got my coffee? Nah, I'm not a coffee drinker. I drink Freshen Up Energy, which I've already had this morning. But you can use code HOPE at checkout for 20% off your order if you didn't know. Anyway, got the And Incrediboy. You are not affiliated with me. How was the trip? That was a great time, man. Yeah, definitely had a good time. Thank you for asking. What's up, Dragon? Good morning. I have pictures that would say otherwise. Okay, fair point. Can't argue with that. Man, these fans taking pictures with you and saying, "Oh, we're affiliated." I'm your moderator or something. Weirdos. Man, we're getting sick again in the house. We're getting sick again in the house, so that's been fun. When I left for my trip this weekend, literally the night of, my youngest started showing signs of like pretty rough cold, so Rachel took him in the next day to just like an urgent care just to get him looked over. He has RSV and bronchitis. Poor freaking kid, dude. Oh my gosh, kid is getting rolled. Yeah, so we're not excited about that. And then my daughter started getting a little sick too. And now my son, he spiked the oldest son, I guess I should say, he spiked a fever. This is a low grade fever, but he spiked one last night. And then Rachel started having like a sore throat and a coughing fit. I'm like, oh no, not again, please. We just got over it. It's part of this age with kids though, man. You can't really get past that. That is true, Dean. That is true. Can I please put on a Santa hat? If I owned one, I would, but I don't own one. So it's not that I have any opposition. I just don't own one. What's up, Putting on to Ritz? Welcome back, homie. It's been a little while. I hope you're doing okay. How's it going? It's going. It's going. Can you please include a thought for Australia in your prayers today? Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Without hesitating. It's horrible. Really, really sad, man. What kind of a trip did I go on? We went on a guy's trip this weekend. So, this weekend we went to, it's like, I forgot the name of the city, but it's called Titan Ranch is the place we actually stayed in. You can look it up on YouTube. It is a decommissioned nuclear launch facility. They used to have like a nuclear missile in one part of it, like a nuclear missile silo, and the control center on the other side. They're linked underground, like this whole ordeal, man. And it was so cool. They've turned it into a livable Airbnb. And actually, I've got a vertical that'll go up about that. I think I accidentally scheduled it for Sunday though. That needed to go out today. I'll fix that after stream. But yeah, it'll go out today if I remember to change it. And I actually like talked about the highlights from it, some of the things we did, but just to share some here. There's a big projector screen in the third level, the bottom level, where they have a huge, I mean, seriously, we played Halo split screen on there, and I'm pretty sure we each had the equivalent of like a 70 to 80 inch TV. It was freaking bonkers. They have like a high-end sound equipment set up in there. it was, dude, we had so much fun. And then we rode on, it's in Arkansas. And in Arkansas here in the States, which I don't think you're in the States, but I don't know. You may not. You may actually be in the States, Paper Plate. Sorry, my brain was not quite on yet. There were go-karts in Arkansas that are 55 mile an hour top speeds. They were super fun. It was outdoors though, and it was like 30 degrees. That was cold, but it was totally worth it. Putting on to Ritz, thanks so much for the gifted sub over to Zumbito. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate it. Zumbito, make sure you say thank you. Opinion on the Game Awards, I was really glad to see the Game of the Year that was won. I myself didn't play, I think it's Expedition 33. I myself didn't play that game very much, but I know how in-depth that game is because my brother-in-law was super into it. He was personally biased towards Silk Song winning just because it had been in development for 7 years and he'd waited for that long as a hardcore Hollow Knight fan. But he was also like, I'm really not mad to see Expedition 33 win it. It definitely deserved every bit of it. So. Yeah, Midwest. Okay. Yeah. Willingly got radiation poisoning for vacation. No. No, they removed the nuclear stuff well before. There's no way they'd be able to turn it into an Airbnb otherwise. Come on. Yeah, I can imagine. And I gotta say, like, this whole situation in Australia, with the shooting and the horrible, horrible violence and what very much appears to be an act of terror. I just want to encourage all of you that are on the internet right now, don't waste your time making this about guns. Okay? Both sides, right? Right now, conservatives, the people that I mostly align with in the grand scheme of, you know, like, as far as a political leaning, they're using that as a way to say, you know, gun laws don't do anything at all, the criminals still get guns, which, yes, I agree with, but this is not the time to do that. You don't use something this sensitive, where people have literally lost loved ones, to justify additional gun laws or to justify not having any. That's not the time you do that. But a lot of people will do that right now, and I want to encourage all of you watching right now, don't participate in that. Don't participate. Please do not participate. If you see people doing it, you don't need to argue with them. The internet's not a good place for that. But just don't participate. By you not continuing, whether it's commenting or sharing or whatever, any of that stuff, now is not the time for that. We can have that conversation. That conversation needs to be had. 110%. I think everybody can agree on that. Regardless of which side of the argument you're on, I think everybody would agree that there needs to be a conversation there. But now is not the time. Now is not the time. I mean, this is a mass shooting, and yes, it very much appears to be an act of terrorism against, if I'm not mistaken, a religious group. I didn't read a whole bunch into it. I honestly, this kind of crap just breaks my heart. So it's hard for me to read it and, like, stomach it. Particularly because the youngest age of someone who either was injured or passed, I'm not sure which, was 10 years old, last I knew. That's horrible. I mean, targeting a Hanukkah celebration? Yeah. Yeah, I thought that might have been the case, that it was against Jewish folks, but man. Yeah, well, definitely we'll be praying. We will be praying. Absolutely horrendous, man. And there's a father and son that did this too. I had to explain it all to my 9-year-old daughter. What can you say? I don't know. You know, I know here in the States, the unfortunate reality is there's way too many shootings in general, but there's way too many school shootings, especially. Shootings are horrible, but shootings that are specifically targeted against children are just objectively worse, in my mind. Sorry, Rachel had texted me. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to you guys. It's horrible. Genuine question. If not after an act of terror, when is the best time to bring it up? Change rarely comes when nothing is going on, or do you just mean wait a week to give it time to settle? That's more my thing. I do think that you still need to strike while the iron's hot in the metaphorical sense, but the next day, the same day, I mean, like, come on. Like, we need to have a bedside manner, right? Is the term that I would use. This happens a lot with Christians, too. Really well-meaning people, and I'm going to rant for a second. I hope you guys are buckled in for a sec, because this is actually against Christians as a Christian, so buckle up. Christians have this tendency, when someone goes through something horrible, you know, all things work together for good, and God knew this was coming, and He'll be with you through it. He'll be with you through it as a fine comfort. But the other two things, you know, God knew this would happen. While theologically that's correct, that is not the right time to bring that up. We need to have a bedside manner is the term that I have loved to use. We need to kind of recognize when people are hurting and give them the space to grieve before trying to solve the problem, right? In a more real way, if we, you know, I had a relative in my previous marriage that passed away from a heart attack, and the time to bring up health was not the day he died. While it needed to be brought up, it did not need to be brought up the same day. And there were people in the family who did. And I can promise you, a couple of them got some serious hard backhands from my now ex-wife. And I will always say I'm proud of her for that. But it's a real thing. We need to be more kind, sensitive, and understanding that this is a horrible time. Like, it's not that you shouldn't talk about it while the iron's hot, right? Like Mac brought up. I think that's appropriate. But you have to realize where the balance is, and there is a balance. It's so difficult to explain it to children because kids are so innocent. Agreed. I just said to her that evil people decided to kill people. Well, that does not happen here in Australia. Don't be scared. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. Australia culturally doesn't have this problem. From what I've understood and seen and observed in Australia, it's not, and again, I'm really not trying to make this about this. I'm just going to say I don't think it's just gun laws, while it may have a very big part of it. I don't think it's just gun laws that have kept all the violence out. I really believe there's a cultural difference in Australia from what I've been able to understand. Not ever having been, but from the Australian folks that I know and from people in my chat, you just get the impression that they're just hospitable, kind, and seem to genuinely care about their neighbor. Something the world could use a lot more of. So it's just interesting, man. Yeah, read the room. True. It happened just near you. I'm sorry. That's tough. Change will happen, no doubt. The investigations are still happening. One of the killers just woke up from his coma. Can you imagine being the medical professionals having to take care of him? I would have a really hard time. It's part of, like when you see that kind of stuff, it's like, yeah, sorry, your life didn't mean much to me. You just tried to murder and successfully participated in the murder and mass murder of... Yeah, I don't even know. It would be really hard. The school of my younger sister got closed out of safety because someone made a post he was going to shoot. Turned out to be a, quote, joke. The fact people think it's funny to joke about it says enough. Yeah, that was probably here in the States, if I had to guess. That seems about right. We're a multicultural nation. That's what makes us strong. We've never been brought up to hate anyone. Yeah. And I'm sure there's probably like a small sect. I mean, obviously, but it's like 0.05% of the community, it seems like. Gaming, your beard is nice. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment, my friend. Welcome back, by the way. I never know how to say your name, but I do recognize the characters in your name. Good morning, Star. Oh my gosh. Good morning, Starcrow. It's growing, sadly. Yeah, welcome to the media. I'm sorry. It's horrible. Media has been, I believe, solely responsible for this. So, talking about it doesn't do anything, though. There needs people to step up and actually do something about it. Prayers only go so far. Oh, 100%. Which, by the way, I love your name. I don't know if I can say it out loud. Especially right now, we're all trying to be serious. But I completely agree with you. As a Christian, praying is wonderful, and I do believe there's power in prayer, but there is a necessity for practicality. And a lot of Christians will just say, oh, you know, thoughts and prayers, I'll pray for you. The Bible actually, by the way, says very clearly to Christians that if we have the means to help someone and we don't do it, that it is counted to us as sin. If someone asks you for a coat and it's cold outside and you have your coat on, the idea is that you give them a coat. If you have the means to go buy them a coat, you go buy them a coat. It doesn't matter what you plan to do with that money. Christians are called to that. That's not something that a lot of them will talk about. But I completely agree with you. There is a biblical basis for what you just said. Is streaming my job? Oh, no. No, I've got a job outside of this. Although, if things keep going like they are, probably sometime middle to end of next year, I'll probably start doing this full time. So, Lord willing. Got a few things we got to do first. My name is Arabic Mohamed, maybe? I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right. Please forgive me if I'm wrong. I love your stream and trying hard to get top 500. I appreciate it, bro. Love your neighbor, exactly. Nope, it was in the Netherlands. Wait, what? Starts to become a thing here too. Just social media threats for now, but it still frightens me. Yeah, that's... wow. I'm sorry. Hello from Norway. Hello to you as well, my friend. I'm honestly happy that I'm not from the States. No offense. Aren't you from the UK? Is it really better? I mean... no, you're from Denmark. Not the UK, right? I feel like it's Denmark. Probably got that wrong. Sorry, my caffeine isn't quite kicked in yet. Anyone feel Overwatch and Marvel Rivals is mid right now? I think... I don't know. I don't know about Marvel Rivals. I don't speak. But Overwatch feels fine to me. Denmark, yeah. My bad. He's a cheese Danish. Okay. Wow. I spent a year in London, and in my opinion, somehow the US is better. Yeah, I think... yeah. Everybody says a lot of things about the United States because inarguably we have some problems. So does every other nation. Not too sure why ours are so focused on, to be honest. Maybe in the rest of the world views, our issues are just that much worse, but I don't think so. I've been to the US and London and would be more than happy to live in either. Yeah. I really think that it is what it is. You're from the poorest city, or from the, excuse me, the worst city. I misspoke there. Forgive me. Oh, I read a word later. I'm from the worst city in the world, the poorest city, Gaza. That's a tough place to live right now, man. You consistently mentioned that. I'm really glad that you're here, man. There's a lot of innocent lives being taken from both sides. That needs to stop. I just wouldn't want to live in Florida. It's too hot. That's based. If you live in the Panhandle, it's not so bad. Well, we had a good conversation, I feel like, guys. Florida isn't in the US, in my opinion. Wait, what? Wait. What? You gotta be trolling. You're here all the time. I know you're trolling. You gotta be. We need... oh, you just want... okay, you won't want Florida to exist. Okay. That's a different thing. Alright. Let's get into it this morning. Alright. First of all, again, I've said it a couple of times already, but thank you for being here, man. The time is the most valuable asset any of you could ever spend here. There's people who pour out their finances into this community and into my live streams, and I am thankful. Don't get me wrong at all. I'm very, very thankful for that. But time is the most valuable asset that any of us have. And that is purely because you can never make more of it. That's it. You have a finite amount of time spent on this earth. You will not make more when you want to. So when you spend time here, it really does mean a lot to me. I don't take it for granted for 1 second. So thank you. This community, regardless of our very, I would say, vast differences in theology, personal beliefs, political beliefs, ideologies, all that stuff. We have a very diverse group here. Very diverse. But we all agree on one core principle, and that principle is that life is difficult. Don't do it alone. My personal extension of that is 3 pieces. Number 1, find Christ. Number 2, find friendship. Caffeine needs to kick in. Friendship. Number 3 is to find community. And importantly, in that order, so that when life hits the fan, you can pray to an infinite God who loved you enough to send his son to die for you, effectively bridging the gap between us and him that our behavior created. And the second piece being friendship. Friendship is there when you need that one-on-one connection to help anchor you into reality because things are starting to spin out of control. Maybe you're just going through a rough breakup. You just need that emotional support. Maybe you've lost your job and you just need that friend to talk to. Like, I know I'm going to be all right. It just sucks right now. Friendship's important. Community, finally. While it is the last thing on the list, it is not unimportant. Community, to me, shines the brightest when there is a practical problem at a large scale. Maybe you've gone through a natural disaster. Maybe you actually lost your job like 3 months ago. You burned through your emergency fund because you were wise and you had saved up some money in case something like this happened. And right now you're looking at your rent going, I have no income. I've put out hundreds of applications. I got nothing. I don't know what to do. You reach out to your community at that point. Because a community looking at a $2,000 problem or a $2,500 problem, or whatever your rent is, a community looking at that of 500 people is going to have a lot easier of a time helping you than a group of 5. Just the reality. Even if you have 5 very rich friends, it's going to be a little bit more of a hard thing for them to stomach as much as they may care for you. So, if any of those things are at all interesting to you, my only request is that you join our Discord. It is completely free financially, just costs you a little bit of time. In return for the time you're spending, you have the opportunity to have difficult conversations about faith, politics, and ideologies. We have some very, 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 very extreme ends in that group, so please be aware of that. If you choose to opt into that, just be aware of that. You can always opt back out if you choose to, but I allow people to express themselves genuinely there. There are people who will just go for extremes for reactions, but we don't keep those people around, trust me. That said, join the Discord. If you choose to opt into that area, you get that opportunity. If you choose not to, you still get the opportunity to build friendships. I have seen lots of people that now know each other because of this community. No exaggeration. Hand to God, that's a real thing that has happened. It's amazing. And then obviously by default, you're part of a community. And I really want to encourage you to be a part of a community before disaster strikes, so that the community knows you've been around a while, you've been hanging out in the community for a while, whether it's this Discord or otherwise, so that you're not just coming into this community brand new and saying, I need help. It's not that they won't help you. It's just that if you've already been there for a while, people are way more likely to go, oh yeah, no, they've been here forever. What's going on with them? So, my 3 friends are Elon Musk, Zuckerberg, and Bezos. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, getting some nice Christmas presents, true. I'm gonna call you Maniac. I'm sure that's probably not how you're supposed to say your name, but thank you so much for the follow. And Froggo, thank you so much for the sub on YouTube. So, yeah, I was going to say, that would be a really great place to have a conversation, would be our Discord. I don't know how to say your name. M Drew, maybe? Well, so here's something I'm going to point out to you. There's a logical fallacy in what you're saying. You're saying, I'm not as educated as some of you, so maybe discussing this topic, even if I'm right, or even if in the right, wouldn't be smart. How do you know if you're in the right if you're not educated on it? Just gonna, I mean this with the most respect I can. Be willing to learn. That is what that area of the Discord's for, by the way, is to educate and to learn. It is not to prove people wrong. It is not to have gotcha moments. It's to educate and learn. We're still working on that. There are several people who seem to want to get the gotcha moments from both sides of the arguments that exist, but what we're working on. You feel you are sad? What happened? I don't I'm good. I'm not sad at all. I'm just really tired. Dean, that's crazy. You have a video idea? Hit me with it, man. What you got? I've seen a lot of content creators quit their job before they should. I recommend to quit your job when the money you get from it surpasses your current job and is doing so for months, even a year, if you want to be safe. There's a balance there. I think that a lot of people fixate too much on the income coming in from content. When most people are doing it part-time, it's not likely that you're going to surpass a full-time job's income in a part-time capacity. So there is a teetering point. What I tell creators to do, and this goes for creators and anybody who lives on a commission or just anybody who has like a really unstable income that they want to lean into. You want to be completely debt-free. No debt whatsoever. No cars, no student loans, no credit cards, nothing. No debt. Get rid of it. Pay it off. Be done with it and leave it behind you. And then have a 6-month emergency fund. Because if you have no debt and 6 months of your expenses piled up, and you're making good money, that's kind of the trifecta, you will be able to sustain. Because then you look at your income, right? Like I just shared that we made, I think it was $1,340 roughly last month. And that's insane, right? I won't tell you how much it is in comparison to my current job, but let's just say I make $5,000 a month. I don't, but let's say that I do. I make $5,000 a month, and we are at a part-time capacity, and I cross $3,000 in a month, a couple of months in a row. I'm starting to consider it at that point. Okay, but we still have to get out of debt. We still have to have our 6-month emergency fund. Those things together, you'll be fine. I really do. I really believe that. Oh, it should be by the end of this year. Hopefully the 26th, Ryan. We just have to find time for a babysitter. That's been the struggle. I have some personal issues and it feels impossible to talk about and make people understand it. I'd love to join, but I don't want to feel like I'm desperately begging. No, just talk. Go in there. Talk about it. Talk about it. You never know. Seriously, we had somebody that was asking for prayer at one point for food. They just wanted some groceries, basics, rice and beans kind of stuff. And there was somebody in the community that anonymously, that person reached out to me, not the person who was anonymous, but the person who received, reached out to me and mentioned that concern was addressed. Someone just did like a Walmart grocery order for them and they went and picked it up. They didn't even have to exchange money. They just said, hey, what will you eat? Do you have any dietary restrictions? Great. I'm going to order you like $100 worth of food and move on. You going to play Overwatch or just, yeah? Are you new here? You must be new here. Bro, babysitter sounds so dumb to me. Like, why do you want someone to sit on your babies? That's really bad, but true. So I know you don't like people giving you tips, but if you compile the ones you received and react to them with your coach, maybe you can rank them based on how bad or funny they are. Yeah, I don't want to roast people's opinions though. That's not really my goal. I don't want to be that content creator. So, as much as I appreciate the idea, there's probably something good in there. I just have to chew on it a bit. Do I live near the White House? Definitely not. Yeah, absolutely, Fergus. Go for it. Do I feel the SIG buffs were a bit much? Yeah, I think that the initial buff was good, but I think that the hotfix they did was exactly what I thought it was going to be, so I thought it was good. Listen, if you are here for the first time, thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. I am going to pray for the community real quick. Something I usually do. It only takes like 3 minutes, so if it's not your cup of tea, all I ask is that you just come back when we're done praying. That's it. That's it. Nothing crazy. So I'm just going to pray real quick, and then we're going to get started with the games finally, all right? Father, thank you for today. Thank you for every person here. I want to specifically, before my ADD brain goes and forgets, pray over this horrible, horrible situation in Australia. I pray that you would provide for people to go practically help these families. The reality of the situation is that there isn't a financial need always with this. There is that horrible part where people have to bury their loved ones, and that unfortunately costs an absurd amount of money these days. So that end of practicality is certainly there. But I pray that you would activate the people who care in that area to go to the families, to love on them, but to not overwhelm them. That is the other balance of this, is a publicly known large-scale shooting like this there's there are a lot of people hurting, and there's a lot of people who care, and it can be a very overwhelming number of ratio to that. And I ask you, God, to just comfort the families. I know that the Bible is very clear that you are near to the brokenhearted, and I pray for those that are brokenhearted right now, that they would know that you are near, that they would see you, you would bring them peace and comfort. Take care of their needs, God. The last thing they need to be worrying about is some stupid practical thing right now. They need to be allowing themselves to grieve and mourn. Today, God, I ask you to go before me, coming back to kind of where we're at today. Help me to be a vessel, Lord. Empty me of the things that will not reflect your light and love into the world around me, and fill my heart with more of the things that will. Help me to be you to the world around me. And in my weakness, I pray that your strength would be made perfect. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Man. I don't know why, man. I mean, I know why, but I don't know why, right? But that really just kind of hit me while I was praying over it. The amount of people hurting is just heartbreaking. So, definitely a horrible situation. No getting around that. Justin! Oh, I'm over here. He's like, but there's electronics. Huh? Hi, Brand. I just... Oh, you got crusties in your eye, bub. What?
Oh, we got bub.
Oh. Go get mama. Here.
It's the cake.
You say, good morning.
Good morning.
You want to wave? You wave over that way. Say hello.
Hi.
Good job. Huggies. Okay. Rah. I love you. Kids are awesome, man. I completely agree with you guys there. Kids are amazing. Why is that person so small? How do I have a feeling you're about to say Rachel, Dean?
Deaton! Dark.
Psych! I'm hoping some of those losers just got a game. That would be really funny, actually, low-key. Actually, I was talking about Bryn, but whatever, man. Make me the villain. Can I get a huggy, too? Absolutely. You can even have uppies if you want, Zumbito. I got you. Unc, would you play League? I used to play League a lot, actually, as a kid.
Yeah.
Should I do, like, a one-off video sometime next year? I've thought about... I know when Deadpool gets into Marvel Rivals, spoiler alert, I'm gonna try it. But I might actually do like a League of Legends video to see if Unc still got it. I probably don't, but can your kids name all of the Overwatch characters already? Definitely not. Why is that person so small? Bro, she's 6. She's not 6, she's like 2. What was your rank in League? I never made it out of silver. I never got into ranked, so that would make it even more entertaining. I just played quick play, or whatever that equivalent was. I would love the League stream. I've been super into it. It just got gold for the end of season. Interesting. Bro is bronze 5. No, I'm like plastic 7, dude. Low key. Yeah, tinfoil 3, as Rachel just said. Unironically, that's actually pretty good. Who was my main? I played a lot of Lux. I think this is the OG stuff. So I played Lux. I played. Is it Ash? Arrow chick. Her ultimate was a big frozen arrow. I think that's Ash. I get confused now because I'm so Overwatch pilled. So, yeah. Played a lot of Lux, though. A lot of Lux. I played Tryndamere on occasion. God, it's been so long. Oh, hey, someone dodged. Thank God. Maybe we'll actually get to play Zarya. I don't have to play the Sigma map as Sigma. Were you an ADC? It really just depends. It really just depends. Because I played a lot with the friends, so I just kind of fill. Like, I didn't really care. Yeah, I think probably if I did a league again, I would just like watch a guide, like a recent guide for newber players, like the most recent one I could find, and then just go with it. You can play with WASD in League? I feel like that would be really confusing for someone who's used to using QWER for the controlling the skills. I wonder if that's like the meta way to do it now. That's interesting. Like considered
saying that.
the meta just means like they consider to be the right way to play the game. That's it.
So you know.
That's the right term. Anyway. Alright, get out of here. Stop it.
Should I do that during your game?
Please, I beg, don't. I beg. Sure. Most efficient tactic available. Oh, is that is it an acronym? I didn't even know it was an acronym. Tell me that's. Are you just coming up with that? It actually makes sense.
or called the best way.
See, now I have to say it more often because it bothers you. Ow! Leave me alone.
And I'll do that just for you.
Oh. You always heard it as the full acronym? Interesting, okay. Yeah, someone else over on the Twitch chat said the same thing, so I'm sure you guys are right. Rach, I need to roll back a little bit. I don't want to roll over your toes. There you go. Hi, Cassian! He gets this really cute, excited face where he like kind of points at you like as he's walking at you. It's like, you. And he just walks right over to you. It's absolutely adorable. Hi. Oh, being all bashful. 2 people on the internet said this. They must be right. I mean, realistically, if 2 people on the internet agree, it's probably accurate. I mean, am I wrong? You know, someone agree with me, so it's right. Dude, I feel really off here. I haven't played in a while. I probably should have just played quick play, to be honest, for the first game. But that's okay. We roll. Need to stop reloading randomly. I'm a little too low. I don't have bubbles. Probably should have bubbled Zen. Yeah, I should have. Too far forward. Alright, we're a little rusty, but we're getting there. shouldn't have reloaded here. It was actually really bad. I should have died there. Okay. We're a little rusty, but we're getting there. Okay, we're gonna back up here. Probably should have bubbled me actually there. Thank God for whip shot. Yep, should have seen that one coming. Oop, I'm dead here. They don't know. Bubbles are up. Wait, they might know. I should have walked with that actually. Yeah, I should have just walked out sooner. Cool. A little sloppy, but that's okay. Don't want to force my Moira out of a good position there. Oh, we just... I don't know if we can help her out. Yeah, she just gets bursted down there. We just walk back. Keep walking back. Keep walking back. We are even. Or Moira just faded in. Yeah, we die here. Okay. We'll look back over this one for sure. Just because it's a warm-up. I feel like this is getting too close. It doesn't need to be this close. We gotta go. Yeah, we just got. I don't know why we ulted there. It was very weird. That was a very weird May ult. Oh, it was an ult and swap. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, why did we all? I need to use grab though. I've had it for too long. Bro, I don't know why I did that. That was a stupid decision. I don't know why I did. Clip it, ship it, boys. It's all right. I'm over it. I don't care. That was a terrible grab. That was awful. Like that seriously is like number one worst grab I've ever done. Who was I grabbing? Yep, let our break it in there. Okay, team made that up. Hey, I used it though. I did say I need to use my grab. I've had it for forever. Just showing dominance. Yeah, true. Well, yeah, that's the same. No, Freya, no! What are you doing? My brother or sister in Christ. Okay, they've already used a bubble. Looking like me right now. Our Reaper's trying to farm all. That tree really needed to be shot at, chat. Don't say a word to me about it. He was asking for it, bro. Get a little extra charge at the beginning here. I actually really don't know. I'm gonna make a blow. This is not the time to. Oh my lord! Hey, guys, they have window. Yeah, the tree was flanking me, bro. It was out on a limb. I mean, they could win this right now if we aren't careful. Hilda OTC coming in with the gifties. Let me focus up, get this game one for you, okay? There we go. All right. That was too close. We'll go review that for sure. Yeah, I'm branching out to shoot the trees, chat. Yeah, true. Should have left it alone. Should have leave it there. See, I just needed gifted subs and we win games, chat. No, but seriously, thank you so much for the 5 gifties, man. I appreciate it. WJ Ryan, thanks for the follow. Adobo Munch, thanks for the follow. Esker GG Okaya and some fat bird. Man, I didn't know Big Bird had an alter ego. Thanks so much for the follow. Oh. Is that the... I've got to look at this account. Is that the legend whose name I don't know how to pronounce? That is the legend whose name I don't know how to pronounce. The absolute goat on Tracer. Is it Beetle? Vital? Tell me. Correct me. Bro, I don't watch enough content. I'm sorry. I know who you are, but I don't know how to say your name. All right?
Vital.
Vital too? That's what Wifey's saying. I'm going with Wifey, but you got to tell me if we're right. Negative. I'll look at it in just a second. Call him Greg? Greg. Okay. Obviously. That's how we pronounce that. It's Greg. Bitol 2. Bitol 2? Bitol? Bitol. Yeah, you're probably clipping this and having a great time for later, bro. But I appreciate it, bro. You're goated on Tracer. It seems like every compilation of clips that I see from Blizzard guides on YouTube has you in it. Pretty crazy. Yeah, there's a whole video where I was learning how to play Wrecking Ball. Game for Hope, it's game-changing grab. Hey, shut up. That one grab. Listen, I think I can't make that joke. Never mind. Can't make that joke. The internet's not ready for that, bro. Act like angel dress is like crazy. Oh, what are you saying? When's the podcast coming? Should we start a podcast? Is that what you guys are telling me? Unk does not know K-pop. No, I don't. I just know K-pop Demon Hunters and like Gangnam Style. I am uncultured when it comes to K-pop, and I know it. Like, here's the thing: if anybody was like, "Oh yeah, do you like K-pop?" I'd be like, "Listen, I'm not cultured, but I do enjoy what I've heard." Chatting with Hope. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. I'm audio only right now, and all I hear is that tree deserved it. Oh no, the context is so important. Dude, honestly though, I think it would be kind of interesting. Okay, chat. YouTube and Twitch both. How many of you guys would like to see a regular podcast episode from me that I just released long form? I'd record it off stream. I don't like recording those kinds of things on stream. I would record it off stream. And it would be done with other creators in the space. Depends on episode length. You would love a podcast that's like 3 hours long. The Joe Rogan Experience is calling. Yeah, I get that though. I don't know that I'd have enough stuff to talk about for 3 hours. Nor do I think I have 3 hours a week somewhere. Yeah, true. David does not have 3 free hours in a week exactly. Please, the Gaming for Hope experience. Crazy. Depends on the creators. Okay, here's the thing. That's like a dangerous thing to think about, because I guarantee you, I know where some people, maybe not you, would go with that statement. And I don't know if I want to just completely pigeonhole creators just based on public perception. I know it's not what you're asking, but whenever the ads start to show up, it just like moves my chat. I know it's not what you're asking, but I prefer an extra hour of stream a week over an hour of podcast personally. Interesting. Okay. Low-key, a 30-minute episode would be fire. I think 30 minutes is too short for a podcast. So I feel like an hour is kind of a minimum for me. An hour is a really good sweet spot, especially if it's just a one-on-one. I feel like an hour is plenty. You know, if you have a really organized thought process and you're ready to rock. The goal is to make streams longer when channel revenue supports it. That is absolutely correct. Yeah. So once I go full-time, the goal is right before that, all of the editing and stuff will be hired out. Hopefully all to Woosty, who you all know and love. And literally all I will do is plan the content and live stream, which means that I'm able to then live stream the 5 days for 3 to 4 hours of stream, because we'll have its own office too. A lot of the reasons that the streams are so short right now is just because of how, well, number one, I have a job. And number two, I have to clear this room out because it's our bedroom, and that's currently, especially with our youngest, this is where he sleeps. So when he's ready for a nap, I need to be able to do that. Massive? You know what else is massive, chat? My love for Jesus. Can I get an amen in the chat? Okay, anyway, sorry, I couldn't resist that. I'd also prefer more streams than a pod. You get the rambles in on stream anyway. That's a good point. Maybe we just need to take the rambles from the beginning of streams and cut them into a podcast. That's big brain strategy right there. I will watch if you bring Apply. He'd be invited. I'll tell you that right now. Apply. A lot of the hate creators, they'd be welcome to show up. I don't care. Not saying that Apply's a hate creator, by the way. He's not. But yeah. True. Are you a regular listener of History in the Making? I am. Yeah, I was on the second episode, and I've listened ever since. I actually went back to the first one and listened to it too. I'm on The most recent episode, I haven't gotten to start yet. The one where he got, like, I forget the crew back together. Oh, yeah, that I saw. Yeah, that I saw. Sorry, I thought you sent another one. Yeah, History in the Making is very well done. Chud Logic? Sure. Because I think that inviting conversation with people that disagree with you is very healthy. But I also think that Chud Logic probably doesn't hate me. I think that he's a drama creator. He enjoys the drama and he makes content out of it. I personally find that really cringy, but that's just my opinion. Some of the people out there really enjoy that kind of content. It's okay. Can we potentially see a diva cosplay on the first podcast episode? No. Do you have any idea how much weight I would have to lose and how feminine we'd have to make me look? Like, she's literally a child. Chud Logic 3-hour interview when? The offer's out there. So, you guys have got me chewing on this a little bit. I'll figure something out because I actually think it would be fun. I've thought about doing a podcast, but I just don't. I worried that the podcast space was just oversaturated, but podcasts are really easy to produce. Like, they really are not hard. It is, well, okay, I should rephrase that. Let me backpedal a little bit, okay? Because that was a little rushed in the statement. The podcast that I would want to put together would not require a lot. So, we'll see. Doomfist cosplay when? Yeah, that'll go well with the community. We'll just leave it at that. Kelwa, Raviolio, and thank you guys for your follows on Twitch. Razor George 99 and Cordic, thanks for the subs on YouTube. And Seka, I'm not sure how I was supposed to say your name, but thank you so much for the prime on Twitch. Much appreciated, my friend. Much appreciated. Yeah, I will not elaborate on why the community would hate me doing a Doomfist cosplay. I will not elaborate. But yeah, I think it would be really cool to do a podcast, actually. Like, everybody and their mother does a podcast, though, so I'd have to make sure that whatever we do would be very intentional. And I think that, like, inviting, because, like, we talk about having difficult conversations, I think that would be a lot of the focal point if I were to make one. Torb cosplay? What do you mean cosplay? I am Torb. I'm short, a little overweight in the middle, especially here. And I got a beard. Done. Bro, not politics? Absolutely. Yeah. Talk about the things you disagree about, man. I really wish that people would stop being so afraid of having that conversation. Yeah, that's true, Deaton. I do. I'm pretty sure 7TV is already... I've got it, like, the extension already. Do I have to add it to my channel in some way? I didn't know that. I'm old. Tor beach skin cosplay with inflatable hammer? True. Just for you guys. Oh, his beach skin doesn't have a shirt on, by the way, in case you didn't know that. Have you seen this kid, Nick Fuentes? A lot of people are saying that he is the new Charlie Kirk, and I'm scared. I haven't really read into Nick that much. At one point, someone asked about it a while back, and I was thinking about Nick Freitas. We could see where that would be a little bit easy to get confused. I think he's a representative or a senator. I don't know much about this other guy. So, full disclaimer, I don't know enough to speak on that. Is your goal still top 500 challenger after the update? I am currently working on just getting into master. Once I get into master, we can have that conversation. I think the current system is there's some colorful words I'd like to use, but I'm not going to use any of them because I'm trying to be a good person. I don't know what they were cooking. I'm not the type of person, like, if you guys know anything about my content, you know that I like to, okay, let's just give it a try before I speak into it. We're giving it a try right now, and the fact that your top 10 leaderboard has a mixture of champion players and low grandmaster players is awful. That should not be the case. Your champion players should dominate that top 10 section with whatever system you use. So I just have a hard time with that. Now, there's a theory that I've heard that by the end of the season it'll look different, but and I'm open to that, but you know, let it go for a season and see how it goes, man. Yep, get a little charge here. We have to clear that high ground. Oh, we're all dying. Oh, that diva just walked on my back line. And now I die for it too. So I at least let the diva walk on my back line. I went the wrong way. I should have gone left. It would have been it was way too deep of a flank. My fault. Oh, we swapped Mercy. Okay. We'll see how that goes. Okay. We'll start up here, gather some info. Holy cow. Okay, they're down there on a... I am probably cooked here. Yeah, okay. So they're doing a really good job here. The other thing that I need to get that high ground cleared. I need to get that high ground cleared. So I think I'm just gonna slowly walk up there and see if I can distract them, because right now we're just running it down main as a group. And it seems like as soon as I start walking, I have to do something here. Come on. Dang it. Wow, I'm getting cooked. I honestly, like, Dorado is just so challenging for me. We have no teammates. We gotta do something here. This is absolutely stupid. Maybe get them off the high ground. Okay. We're just gonna have to try and run it down main. That's what these guys are doing. Yep. We're all standing in the back. We're all back here. That's wild. Okay. Okay, we got their Mercy. We actually should be able to do something with that. They can't res. I'm pushing this thing. Come on. Yep. That's interesting. Like what? Yeah, this is just a GG go next. It just is. You just GG go next on this one. I made a couple of very bad decisions there and walked way too far out on either side. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I mean, I was trying to distract, but the timing was poor. So The swap would have helped, chat, but it is not the problem. My problem is that I am engaging the wrong directions at the worst times. Or the right directions at the worst times is really what it boils down to. Yes, I don't understand how we have a support who's got 5 deaths, but I have 4, so, I mean, really, am I any better? No. So... And I think a lot of those deaths were just because I was so far forward that it allowed them to walk on my backline and I wasn't there. So, I think just I went too far. As the tank, I can't be doing what I was doing there. It is what it is. Chalk it up. Move on. Okay, okay. Anti-nated. We have an Ash. Okay, they have a Pharah. Okay, I've been standing in the same area for too long. We got the Mercy out. I have a bubble. I can walk back with it if I need to. It's not a big deal. Okay, they went Reinhardt. Uh-oh. Time to leave. Left side of the cart. Oh, great reaction time. Holy. Oh, I'm cooked. Yep, great anti-nade. Oh, our Alari's actually getting in there. She probably dies, though. We'll try and get there. We have backed so far out. We aren't even trying to capture the point at this point. We literally just given up. It's alright. I played poorly. It's not their fault. I started doing better towards the end there because I was staying closer to the team. That's all. Like I said, I just went too far out. That's all it was. I was trying to do too much. So, a little bit of limit testing there. It's okay. Part of what I'm working on today is being more aggressive and taking different angles. And I think I just took it too far to an extreme. That's all it was. Not a big deal. Learning lesson. We move on to the next. Am I close to top 500? Not even. No. No. Yeah, their Ana's doing great, yeah. And yes, to be clear, I am still doing push-ups when I blame teammates. To be very clear, that did not happen. But I asked a couple of questions and then kind of made observations and tried to adapt. And it was a little too late, but I did adapt, so. Yeah, no, I don't do jump scare games. I like to sleep. You're talking Dark Souls? What's up, Noodle Hair? What a name. Oh my gosh. It's fun. Sometimes I read you guys' names and then my wife looks over like, what did he just say? Not to me, by the way. She looks at you guys in judgment. Do a Nuzlocke challenge. You know, believe it or not, I did that once. Never posted it because it went so poorly. Pokemon stream I could get behind for sure. How's the games going? They're good. They're good. First game was a win where realistically I played okay, but I didn't play well. Second game I played like trash and we lost. So specifically when I say I played like trash, I've been trying to limit test and push a little bit. Do different angles and stuff like that. And I started flanking instead of just taking slightly more aggressive and different angles. So that was all it was. Just the kind of taking the lesson I'm trying to learn to an extreme. That's all. Did Game It for Hope 2 get banned? Yeah, they did. They were impersonating my channel, and YouTube completely agreed with that. So I have no problem with people making hate content. Just don't make it look like it's my content. I'm good. Outside of Tiger Priority, what would you say is your number one thing that would improve your gameplay? I don't know. I'm focusing on one thing at a time. And until that one thing is at least 80% better than it was, I continue to focus on it. You hear Ryan? Yep. Okay, not a whole bunch of charge. We've been there for too long. We're gonna come back around to the back here. Man, they just are perfectly not shooting my bubbles here. Move back up a bit. Go from a different angle. Do damage, 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 damage. Come on. Yeah, both their supports are distracted. That worked. Uh-oh. Kind of dropped the ball there. Okay, they got lead again. That's fine. Oh my gosh. Great dragon. My fault. This is a great dragon though. I feel like I played okay. It was just a really good dragon. That was good on the Rhine to jump in. I probably could have walked into the grab is what I should have done to get that like right click melee in. They shouldn't be able to get more distance. There's more of us up here, guys. Come on. Okay. Yeah, really. That was a bad bubble. I'm okay with that. Try and go across here. Yeah, I think you're probably dead. Yep, just reset there. Thinking. That's unfortunate. He's got shatter. Great mercy movement. At least I'm not the only one wasting my tank ult. Was it worth it? Yes. Don't even ask that question. This I'd probably die for, though, if I don't get some healing. Yep. That was a great couple of support plays there. Huge, actually. Like, really good support plays. Unfortunate that it didn't work out, but, like, I will give my supports infinite play like that. The cleanse timing there. The Juno ult was a good try. That was good. I'm not mad at that either of those plays. Those were really good. We are down 2. Then I don't get out, but man. Yeah, you guys need to probably just reset here, but I get a bad feeling they're gonna end up staggering. No, I was not being sarcastic. They played really well. I have a bad feeling our Reaper's gonna die right as we get into the fight here. Yep. I was gonna try and grab the dragon. Or grab the dragon. Grab the blade. Do I watch anime? No, not all that often. I don't have anything against it. I just don't use a watch. Or don't watch a lot, excuse me. I thought he was gonna stay in. Oh my gosh, what? Both my supports are up, correct? Oh my gosh. Yep, they're trying. We are gonna have to play this a bit slower with the Zen Moira. No way, bro. Yeah, that's just GG. Oh, great pin.
My armaments are ready.
I did not play well. That was on me. Specifically speaking, I think I was still just sitting on one angle for too long. Why stay Czar the whole time? Classic coming from a 7 and 6 Kiriko player, by the way. That always baffles me. When you have a free get out of jail, like you get like 2 get out of jail free cards built into your kit and you die 6 times and then you blame your tank. It's just not a good look. Does that count as blaming a support? No. It's actually starting to hurt my brain a little bit. What? Okay, explain to me how you guys see me saying right before that, I played like crap, that loss was on me, and then the Kiri blames me and I point out that that's weird? How is that me blaming the teammate? How is that blaming? I don't actually understand. My PC, I think it's like a 3080 Ti and a Ryzen 750 700X, 32 gigs of RAM. It's got a SSD in there. I think it might be a terabyte. I'm not too sure. And then I use the Logitech. I always forget the model numbers, but the Pro X60 and then the Pro X Superlight. $32 gigs of RAM? Are you rich? No, I bought it before it got crazy expensive. Pointing out someone's KD is not blaming them. I was responding to a message where they asked me a question. I feel like, and I mean this with the most respect I can say it, guys. I feel like your attention span could be improved a little bit because all of this happened in the same 60 seconds. They messaged in the chat, I responded to it, and that was after I acknowledged I did something wrong. So I don't get that. I'm gonna be honest. I just don't get it. Yeah, trading Bitcoin, trading RAM, facts. No, yeah, I've got, and mine's like DDR4, I'm pretty sure as well. Like it's old compared to the current standards. Buff Echo, Marshmallow, Gregory the Third, Fernie, Timothy Sanchez and Hope is Bobby. Thanks so much for the follows on Twitch. I appreciate it, homie. Because the queues are too short. By the time I get into the replay and get it set up, you wouldn't get anywhere. Have you ever thought about switching roles? You play like a support character, not a raid boss style tank. I play like a support player because I had so many hours on support. I'm just barely now surpassing my support hours on tank. So there are a lot of bad habits that I still have to break on tank, but I don't think that means I need to switch back to support. I think that just means I have lots to learn, and that's okay. Yeah, Spylo is really good. Spylo's content is goated, without a doubt. Yeah, I did build my PC. Not that originally, it was originally a pre-built, but I've upgraded enough of it that it's basically built at this point. The only thing original on it, I think, is the chassis. Yeah, she'll get out. Oh, you're going in? That was not the cue, my man. I'm trying to get some extra charge. That was not the right way to use my bubble. Curie dead. This is a problem. Where? Man, we just did not come back from spawn as fast as I thought we would. My fault. Vendetta's getting in there. I gotta start bubbling the engagements.
What do we have here? Over there.
Oh, we might actually be able to go in there if we walk. Oh. Unfortunate. That's a lot, though. Yeah, Wrecking Ball's gonna kill our Widow. Not much I can do there. Yeah, Wrecking Ball Vendetta Vendetta is actually really good. Bro. Wild game. I can't walk in. Up. Okay. Thought I could get rid of that a little faster than that. My fault. This is very wild. We'll just say that. I'm too low to go in. I literally can't walk out of spawn right now. No point in trying. Not in the game, just that particular moment, just to be clear. I am gonna look at something real quick. We're gonna see something, because I'm definitely curious. Answers that.
We will crush them. The eye will not fail. The hand will not flinch.
Maybe. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I prefer to walk alone, but I suppose you will do.
This is very winnable. This is very winnable. I just need to I need to lock in. All right. Okay, we got one. Guys, come on.
Watch out, I'm on fire.
Surely we can capture the point. booped. Don't think we can get out of here, but I'm gonna try. Now Anna sacrificed herself here. This is winnable. They might, if they can get the Zarya out, they might be able to turn that, but no, we don't get the Zarya out. Okay. Okay, that's plenty of charge. We can try and play this. Try and get out. Just kite that for sure. Yeah, explain that one. Explain how that grabs onto the bubble there. You guys see that too? Play this a little bit more cautiously. Yeah, I die. Thought I could maybe do that, but that's okay. Dang it, bro. Great play. Greg, what are we doing in the back line over here, homie? We got the venture, I guess. I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to get irritated. I'm playing really well right now, and I man, I genuinely just don't understand. Our Brig is going to die early, and we are going to be down to support, is my prediction. So now we have to fight for a draw. Oh, man. Those are my least favorite games to try and fight for, but... No, the Brig's playing fine, guys. I was just not sure what the positioning was, hanging out in the back line all the time. That's all. The Brig's playing fine, but I guess... Am I not allowed to criticize, like, or just question? Like, I feel like too many people just, in the Overwatch community, we're so, like, toxicity pilled that we don't see just a genuine, like, I don't know what my Brig is doing right now, but okay, as a genuine question. We see that as a, my Brig's a terrible person and they don't know how to play the game. And that's not the same. Those are two very different statements. Two very different statements.
Particle cannon online. Let's run them over.
I will play one more after this one for sure. Your questioning is wrong, though. She's fighting a Venture. Yeah, but she wouldn't have been fighting a Venture if she'd backed off when the rest of the team did. And we lose. Maybe. We gotta get the Kiri out. See, like I said, my Brig's playing fine. I'm not saying anything negative about the Brig. It was just a question. Yeah, it's kind of where I'm at. It's just too scuffed, but it's okay. They won that fight. I didn't think they'd win that fight as a team, so I'll take those. Tear down our Bastion. Good. She had Swift Step again. If I'm not careful, I'm gonna die to that. Interesting bomb. Let's go! Think we can get a win? Think we can get a win, chat? Yeah, it was. It sucks because it feels like it was just wasted experience, but I'll take a draw over a loss. Wait, what are you talking about? Way too scuffed, what? You called the motion protection healthcare? That's actually kind of funny. I like that. Oh, man. Hey, that just means you've earned your rank and you're meant to stay there for the moment. Oh, hey, I appreciate that, Liddies, for real. Yeah, something that we do here. Starting, like I said, we started back in October. It's something I've wanted to do for a while, but we weren't at the point where my costs were breaking even. We were actually paying for some of the subscriptions I pay for content out of our own pockets for a while. Once that teetering edge kind of went over, then I was like, okay, we can start doing this. And if we don't start doing it now, we'll get used to the extra income, so let's just do it now. And that was it. Games are going pretty good. Last one was a draw. We've won a game, we lost a game, we've drawn a game. Now if we just win a game, we'll end very positive, I think, yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, thankful that I have the audience size to actually justify it, for sure. Mr. Jonesy, Pesci, Big Ben, this is Viz, April, and Buggy. Thank you so much for the follows. Oh, all right. Someone dodged. Unlucky. Got the hat trick, true. You've been playing pretty well today, not gonna lie. Yeah, that second game, though, I played like absolute garbage. You dodged too. I hate Rialto. Oh, you're not gonna like my my map tier list coming out this week. You're not gonna like it. Is an Elden Ring stream a possibility in the future? Not only is it a possibility, it's gonna happen. Once we go full time, one of the big things that I want to do is start to create more content outside of Overwatch. At first, I'll be diversifying into other hero shooter type games and stuff. Hero type games, I'd say, because I would include League of Legends, and it's obviously not a shooter. Then eventually I'll start expanding on a second channel into games like that. So, is Midtown and Circuit F tier? No. Marvel Rivals, you guys will see Rivals content from me when Deadpool releases, but other than that, unless he's just like the best hero that I've ever played as far as feel, you won't see it regularly. I just don't like Marvel Rivals that much. It's not balanced. It's third person. It's just not usually my thing, but I do enjoy a Deadpool significantly. So Siege, possible. Be a venture one trick. I could never. Watch, someone will clip that out of context and make it something that it's not. Have I played Valorant? I have. There's a YouTube video pretty old at this point where I tried Valorant. It's not bad. No, definitely not. I don't know how to say your name. Oracle? I don't know. Oracle? We're gonna call you Oracle. No, but I do think that eventually, as a creator, you have to expand beyond one game. That's just the cold hard reality. But Overwatch will maintain being the main game.
I'm definitely too old for a trip to the amusement park.
Story games? Oh yeah. Yeah, I want to do like Elden Ring. I want to do the Borderlands series. I'd actually like to play through the Halo series again. That was like one of my favorite series as a kid. Like the campaigns, just to be clear. So.
The world evolves, and so must we with
Also, what is up with their skins? You talking Rivals? Dude, Rivals, they just know their audience. They just know their audience. A bunch of gooners. They know. It's okay. Purely business. So they have a Bastion. Okay. Thought they were going to stay out. Kind of glad they didn't. Unless they have a Mercy, we are in a really good spot right now. Oh, I'm gonna die. I thought we were gonna go in. No. No. I think that for my sanity, I have to branch out. It's not about viewers, chat. It's about my sanity and being able to enjoy the game long term. It is giving us all the space to work within? Okay. I enjoy playing Ram on occasion, yeah. No, I'm the only one shooting not just the tank, but we can win this. We just need to. Did not realize the Ryan was there. Yep. Unless that team just completely clutches and kills the Ryan, we lose this. It's just a tracer. Yeah, I don't think we... I mean, I'm gonna try, but that grab was bad, so... We may at least get one tick of capture. No. Really thought they'd start shooting. What? Bro. Stop shooting the tank. Shoot anything else. There you go. pinging it so they don't forget. They did great. I did terribly. I'm not flaming my teammates here. I just was like, crap, I was too far in. The Rhine did great. Yeah, the Rhine did wonderful. He did a good play. He got nanoed by Izana. It is what it is. I have an opportunity now to still win this game and turn around my poor gameplay. So we're going to try and run with it. Charge has been low because my bubbles have been too early. Reinforce the Rhine, shield out. Okay, that was kind of fun. Silly, but... Yeah, chocolate and purple. I'm gonna actually agree with chat here. Just go take it to DMs, please. All right. Yeah, our Tracer's just hard deadlifting our team right now. Surprise, hey, can I make this jump? Okay, cool. No! I'm all the way in the air. I don't know how that works, but okay. Anybody else know where I can do that? Neither did I. Oh boy. Uh-oh. I needed to shoot something other than the DPS. My fault. We could have full capped. That's okay. Oh, they're still trying. I mean, we don't do anything, but they tried. A for effort. Bro, I am playing so badly this game. But we did get a decent push. And seriously, it was on the back of our Tracer for the first little while. And then everybody seems to be kind of locking in. Who not wearing socks right now? I'm not wearing socks. I'll just let you imagine. Nah, you got a few jukes on the ride with the boosted jumps. I like that. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Show us the feet. No chat. I don't think I will. Dude, I gotta wear socks. It's 20 degrees out right now. Dang, that's cold. feet for hope. You're always wearing socks? Honestly, low key, I usually do too, but I just wanted to let the dogs out, dude. Hello? There we go. No point wearing socks at home. Fair. Moira is just having a good time. I already used turret for him. Oh no, we have a lever. Okay. Yep. It's Soj over. No, dude. Nope. No, hello. No, oh, beautiful. We got the immort early. That's huge, actually. Okay, we'll hang on to that charge. Now my bubbles need to be utilized for something better. And the lever came back. It was not a lever. They must have just had an honest DC. Alright, no more silly ultimates, chat. Okay. I have enough charge. Uh-oh. Thank God for that pole being there, huh? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I don't know if I can do much with this. Never you know. Oh, no. Oh, I'm so cooked. Flee! We run, bro. Whoa, wait, I'm having a lag spike. Wait, I just noticed that. That's weird. Not anything wild, just he's gonna go for a shatter, I feel like, from behind us here. No. I don't know what the Ryan is doing, low-key. I have no idea. He's still got shatter, I feel like. I'm gonna try and block that a bit. But I don't have a way to block it now, so. Wait, don't back off. What are you doing? Get in here. Anti-nated, that's okay. I mean, we can't stay in there, homie. Try and get the cover here. That was an interesting ultimate. I don't like with 3 of us up. I don't know, man. Probably give him too much space, but Oh. Oh no, I should have walked towards the orb. No, I gave up the point. My fault. I sold. I'm actually just the worst Overwatch player ever. Unfortunate. The Ryan is trolling, but he's getting away with it. Because I'm letting him, bro. It shouldn't be this close with him playing like that. Yeah, we can always right-click jump up there. We got to be careful not to get environmental. Ryan is still not shattered, I feel like. Just not gonna walk through there. Oh, that's a problem. Dude, I just sold that for my team, didn't I? I just sold it. And you got lost. Can we touch? They're trying. Yeah, no, we don't even. We have to fight for another dang draw, dude. Wait, what? Oh, oh, no, I forgot that when we go into OT, we don't even get a chance to fight. Crap. We didn't cap for third fully. We went to OT and didn't cap third. That's correct. I forgot about that part. Okay. I wowould not have ran away if I would nano instead. No, because it's a different kind of situation. Yeah, we just never capped third. You guys are right. You guys are right. I just remembered that. Dude, that's so frustrating. I hated losing that one. It was on me, but I just hate losing it, bro. But either way, it is what it is. I got to get out of here, guys. I got work here in about an hour and 45. So I got to get out of here. But I appreciate you guys watching, for real. A little bit of an unfortunate day, but first came back. But was I reading the messages? No, I stopped paying attention when you guys kept bickering back and forth, to be perfectly honest with you. If you want to know the answer to that question. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Central. Until then, this is Gaming for Hope. I'm signing off.